Unless if I can save my previous one. Oh gosh, here. Here, oh, there you go. I don't care what I name my friggin' loadout. I'm just gonna name it like that. What happens if I crank as like Geno? I mean, they already have a Geno, and yes, I did get the battle pass, guys. Despite that they already have Geno over there, I want to crank with this Geno, which is called by Fortnite itself the Ageless Champion. If you take a look at my community post the last time, it showed like the IO and the Last Reality's logos merging, which I think it proves that Dark Voyager and Geno are both working together, and I think the latter has joined the Last Reality. If correct, then Geno must have been part of the Last Reality this whole time as like a ruler. Maybe he could have been like the ruler of the Void, and Dark Voyager is just a commander. So I think after the Imagined Order fell, the latter has joined the Last Reality after he started getting revived. And he is located in his tower right here. This right here is not just any ordinary location or Dr. Eggman's new HQ locator. This is a PC. You can see the fans, the RAM, the CPU, the graphics card and everything. That's a whole PC you're looking at. Oh, I think you could kill somebody with Tetris. Nice. Here, I want to test it out, like, see what happens. Oh, I think it didn't work. Crap. It didn't work because I was, oh my gosh. It was like the bridge is out of the way. I should have just done it like there. But yeah, just like the junk rift, the Tetris thing, it just causes his blocks to just fall down and it kills the user, I think. If I remember correctly from the trailer. Since the map has been hacked, I'm gonna have to go back and reclaim all the locations. Or rediscover all of them. Because Geno had the loot. Which is actually an acronym. Unfortunately. I want to see what's happening in OG2, because I think the robot is complete. And I think Final Showdown is probably going to take place, like, next week or something. Because at the exact same time, Final Showdown is supposed to happen. And I want to see if the Singularity is still there, because what's strange is that Geno's here. and somebody is controlling the robot. It's not Singularity. Somebody has to control the robot. Probably an ex-IO member that's loyal to Geno. Or probably someone from the Void Fact. Because I think I realized this. If I'm wrong, then hear me out in the comments, guys, because I think this could be crazy. I think the Void faction was created by Geno to take revenge against the Seven. Because I think the latter has joined the last reality. Because hear me out with this. And I want to create another Fortnite video to talk about more in the Void. If this is all confirmed. The Void was created just moment after Geno was rebuilt after Collision. After he realized that his plan on Collision went unsuccessful and he quote-unquote died, and the Imagine had sacrificed her life, he wanted to take revenge against the Seven for what he did. I mean, for what they did to him. So I think, if I could be wrong with this, I think the Herald might be hired by Geno to actually take the Seven. We saw what he did to Jonesy when he shot his former client. We saw what happened with the Order when she was taken by Dark Voyager. And I think this was all done thanks to Geno. He wanted to make sure the Seven are gone because they deliberately foiled his plan. So he has to use the last reality as the way to justify on getting rid of the Seven and to create his perfect civilization in a very dark manner. Because if you take a look at the new Geno skin, I mean, it does in fact include his former blue, white, gold style from like what we saw the Ageless, which I am wearing right now, even though this is like the black and white style. I think Geno probably has a final style that's based on like the black and white one. It could be the case. But what I known from there is that I couldn't even play. What I known from there is that he has like different styles that I want to show you, like all the other skins. Like, I'm sorry that I keep dying multiple times because these people are just too crazy. But you know, you got Sonic, you get this man's Rexel. At first I thought it was my dumb ass thing because it's like Roblox, but I think I'm very confused. I don't know if it's Roblox, Minecraft. You tell me what it is. And then you get Phantom, who tries to be like a Call of Duty character, but I can tell it's the dragon, so I think it's probably, I think it's Black Knight because you can take a look at the patch. There's a dragon. And you can see the same thing. Dude, that's definitely Black Knight in a freaking Call of Duty-like armor. Like, if you know COD, dude. He's trying to be like Ghost, dude. And then you get Molly from Street Fighter. Bastion, Kitty wins, and Grace, and then Geno himself. Look how different he is compared to his snapshot or his younger self, if you want to call it. Yeah, that's his younger self, by the way, because his snapshot and his younger self are just, you know, different in many ways, but they're the same because they live like the same life. But look at the menacing yellow eyes and he's trying to become a demon. Like, the red and everything was like the result of like this demon power. So I think he also controls the spirit realm as well. What's different is that you can see the poliosis spreading. In the trailer, the poliosis has spread further through his eyebrows. But in this case, this is Geno before he starts rapidly aging. And look, what is this? Like, and then this is the eye of probably the Nothing or something, and you get those tentacle-like things because he's trying to be like Dr. Octopus. If you know Dr. Octopus, if you watch Spider-Man or read the comics, you will know who Dr. Ock is. From from his own lab that he created his own suit in order to counter Spider-Man. And here is the freaking... Hold on, I think there's a red version of the stairs. This is when he became the Geno we know. And this right here was once the Ageless. Or if Geno returns to the light. The blue, white, and gold style. And then he turns into the shapeless man that we saw in Collision. This. He goes from this. Bam! You can still see the Oathbound symbol from his chest. He kind of looks like a Last Reality member, to say the least. I mean, yeah, he does now, in fact, allegedly control the Last Reality, or confirmed to be controlling the Last Reality. Didn't I read this when I... Wait a minute. I know I read this before from his description. It says the same thing for the Ageless I had. Dominion's Dawn. Should have said Dusk, but... I think Fortnite just wants to play around and then just put Dominion's Dawn. That is strange, chat. Hold on. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think it could be more styles for Geno, because soon he's gonna have even more styles. Play mode Geno Rewards to unlock. Gosh dang it. There's gonna be a lot more progress that we're gonna have to do. And if I take a look in OG, I think the robot's incomplete still, or completed. We're on the pressure plant. I think pressure plant might have been hacked too, since it's also involved there, other than 266. I mean, he did hack the whole 0 point, so it's no surprise that there's gonna be a lot of effects happening in OG than Reality 266 or Battle Royale. No surprise, to say the least. And what's crazier, Geno looks really better with Bark Voyager. The black and yellow, like, that's all connected. No surprise, to say the least. Even though for Bark Voyager, you see Dark Voyager along the way. I was joking around, like, before I found out that Geno's actually, you know, his master. I always joke around that Bark Voyager is, in fact, Dark Voyager's master, but when it's revealed to be Geno, and I see Bark Voyager, then I have to, like, not only claim it, but also I want to put it with Geno. So I think it's like Geno's pet dog. Oh, what did I tell you? It's completed. Just as the update just dropped, they completed the Mecha Team Leader once again. Same style, same everything, and the monster is going to come out, but this time I think that monster is going to be really different. Just wait until I see the monster, because that's going to look extremely different when we see the monster again. Here's the Mecha Team Leader, despite it's not rendering correctly. Can you render? I think he refused to render. Oh wait. Oh, there we go. There's Mecha Team Leader. And here's Bark Voyager. Well done, dog. We built the robot. Since his job of building a robot's done, now he's gonna have to go back to OG reality. No, not OG reality. He's gonna go back to Reality 266 to do his next plan. Originally, he was going to bring the 0 point to Reality 266, but it got denied because 1, the 0 point's incomplete, and 2, in this time, there's like another quote-unquote 0 point over there, which is like this one that we saw in the unvaulting event. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. It's the same thing. I see. Just to give y'all an update, because you're gonna have to know like the progress of the robot. I think the countdown timer for Final Showdown OG is also probably gonna pop up in next week, I think, or so on, depending on how this is gonna go. This ends in 1 week 6 days, so this means this would all end, I think, also along with the season, and we go to chapter 1 season X OG. So this means what I mentioned in my last video, there's gonna be huge differences in OG. I'm gonna tell you right now, the way how this is play out, this is all going to be different because of Geno's doing. Will result in OG becoming very different. It's already very different as it is when we saw Rev in the Cube and everything. And Rev in the Cube is being brought to Reality 783 to kill, well, not kill, deactivate the Dark Pro. The Shapeless Man. To deoperate the dark presence in Reality 783 with the use of Rev in the Cube, which got Jones and Hope to go to Reality 266 for the shard. This was the first part of Geno's plan, and then this part he tells Dark Voyager, commence your event that you're gonna do. Bring the Dark Harvester here and do the events of what I give you the orders to. Bring the shards, then build the 0 point, and then tries to, you know, calibrate it with the Dark Harvester Razor. And I see a Pac-Man cloud and a bunch of ghosts. And here we are now after he had the 0 point and it's incomplete. So it could be either an OG, well, I doubt it's an OG because it got denied. It could be in another reality. And if you take a look in this red, that's Geno himself controlling this device. This is his tower. Geno's machine. That's the title of this whole thing. Because I think what it does, unlike the collider, well, it's not like the stabilizer that you do this, but this right here is a huge loop-like device. Once was Inner Loop Labs, now Lethal Labs, and then Dark Dominion, and then the 0 point itself, has now turned into Geno's Doomsday Machine. So it's like the next Doomsday device that Geno has commenced since the Collider. And I think what it's meant to do is infiltrate the loop in many ways. And this eye, you can actually see the Oathbound symbol within the eye. And yep, it's black and gold. And the way how it's styled, how Dark Voyager's Dark Harvester machine, not machine, his vehicle, that all makes sense. It all makes sense now. And I think he updated the, oh wow, he updated to shades of computer technology. Oh, it's the liquid cooling system from these computers where you had to operate through like liquid cooling. That's what it's supposed to be. Can I break it? Hold on 1 second. This whole organization is called the Last Order now. Holy... Yo. Chat, I want to show you something. What I meant. Take a look. Look at that. This is the purpose of this device. These like portals that he's releasing. It's like all last reality demon energy just spreading across the area. I mean, the Imagined Order does in fact study the last reality for a long time, especially for Geno. He studied the last reality so much that now he's becoming like them. And by the way, in my community thing that I posted earlier, the final reality or the last order, like I typed in the last order, you can see the 0 point. Instead of like just being the circle, it's the 0 point in the center of the last reality. And it's known, I call it the last order. This is the skin I'm referring to, it's this one. You can see many members of the Void faction too. Don't trust the singularity. Huh. Unless if Singularity went... Did Singularity... The Singularity went back to OGs when because like what it mentions, don't trust Singularity. This isn't just about Jones, don't forget, I know it. And I think this is like the character interactions when you interact with the, you know, with the Singularity skin. If you add the Singularity, like, if you interact with the Singularity skin, do you miss the IO's missions at all? It's been nice on the same side. The machine is a bit much, don't you think? She claims she have lost. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to the Singularity. Unless she's somewhere around the island, because that is crazy. This is all crazy. Oh my. The IO and Last Reality have merged. Of course it did. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is what it looked like in replay mode. And then you get like Singularity in her new style. This time she's become the new paradigm. This is the Geno I'm referring to. The black and yellow style, unlike the other one that I had before. This one looked like he's possessed by the Nothing. It's like the Nothing has control for Geno, then Geno has control over himself. I think I mentioned that in my other video. Which is right, this one. Because if you go back, why does this thing have ads on it? I think I mentioned this in my video. Mistake he had made in his life. Despite for the longest time the Imagined Order and Geno opposed the Last Reality and used their technologies for their advantage for power, Geno is slowly being corrupted to the point where it feels like that the Nothing has more influence on Geno than Geno has influence of himself, causing Geno to become extremely more power hungry as he wanted more power too. And because of this, old allies that helped him out through this journey of trying to create the perfect civilization he dreamed of for thousands of years would result in him throwing away old allies and leaving him burdened as Geno is resting through his throne. This is the most viewed video I have. I solved chapter 8, like, because when I figured is that this popular theory I figured is that the Nothing has control over Geno, then Geno has control over himself. That's because the more he gets in close and in touch with dark energy, especially for like the cubes, especially for the chaos cubes, because I think what I finally solved is that to bring order through chaos, he has to control the chaos cube, which is, you know, the very worst variant of golden cube of the Last Reality. When golden cubes are regular color, like yellow, they meant to command other cubes to follow with them or reproduce with purple cubes to create more. For his chaos form, it turns orange, is what I learned. It turns to this orange color to the point that it will result in the person becoming very power hungry, and most of all, the long-term effects of how it brings towards the user. We saw what happened with the Dark Voyager. When he got in contact with the Chaos Cube, he became extremely power hungry, and since he has also got in contact with a 0.2 before Geno actually hacked it and take it all for himself, he also wanted the 0 point. Like, everybody just wants the orb. Like, they see this orb as like some type of power source that it could actually influence them for their own gains necessary. The consequence of that is their burden. Of falling to the Nothing's path. Because when Dark Voyager had this influence a long time ago, because he mentions this, like, he has been going through this type of limbo for eons in the very beginning of Chapter 7. He mentioned that. For eons, which is like an unknown number of years, but if you do like it, the calculation scientifically, it's billions of years. So for billions of years, Dark Voyager has been influenced by this cube. And over the past billions of years, he got corrupted more and more and more to the point that he's becoming like, you know, Geno in his form. Like, he became power hungry. His thirst to power to the point that the cubes devour, and that's mentioned by the Origins lyrics. In his anthem, I also learned that he's not just like the king of the cubes of the last reality. I think he's like the king of the cubes of his own kingdom that is very unknown to us. He says in his lyrics that he didn't realize that the cubes actually devour. So he doesn't know that the cubes, the same cubes that Dark Voyager had went through, devours the person's mind and spirit and physical appearance. When Dark Voyager first got in contact with the cube, he doesn't realize that they devour. But when he finally realized this, it was too late for him, to the point that he was lost. And now he's like the huge sponsor for terror across all reality. And I think the same mindset might be for Geno. When he got contacted with the same cubes as what Dark Voyager had, he completely lost his marbles. This is the reason why Geno's now here in Reality 266, wanting revenge. And in order to have revenge, you needed a new power source, which is the cubes themselves. And the demon energy he had back in Reality 783, since he was the one who also commenced the Dark Presence to take action against Hope and Jones, as well as enslaving Night Rose, as well as Daigo, to become an elite. Which Daigo kind of looks like Geno in a way, but, you know, he's from another reality. It is going according to plan. He wanted all this to happen. Now he has taken the same demon energy from the spirit realm, or I assume Rev in the cube, because he also was the one who brought Rev in the cube to the OG island, and uses that advantage for his power. And now with that, this thing exists. Oh, remember the Chaos Emerald from like the first comic of Fortnite Sonic? There it is. Sitting there in a reality ring. Dude, I already mastered the Sonic. I mean, I already had the Sonic sprite. Unless if I did master it, I don't think it did. Oh wait. Rare shotgun. My dumb head thinks it's actually a freaking where I just have to flow up like in the sanctuary, but no, it's just the Chaos Emerald's effect. So I'm kind of stupid over here. Oh, I see something unique. I see something very rare, exotic. I think I see something exotic. What is it? It's not like regular blue, it's exotic. What's this? Oh wait. It's... Oh. Oh wait, it's just blue. I love the way the color is like this. I thought it was exotic, but no. I wish the colors were like exotic, but they're usually just regular blue and purple. Here, I want to go meet up with my new savior, because I feel like it. I want to see how my savior is doing. Beforehand, I'm gonna have to abandon Dark Voyager's thing for Sonic's shoes. His big red shoes. And yes, you can actually attack someone with those. I think I'm at the game cartridge. Whoa, what did I do? Whoa, 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 Street Fighter. Oh, it helps me activate a bit. Oh, nice. Oh, that's what it does. It helps me activate abilities. Can I deal damage with a pickaxe? Oh, I can! Oh, I seen that in the trailer. Oh gosh, I have to go. 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 Oh, he has the Sonic thing too. Damn it. Damn it. I'm surrounded. Oh, I can tell the wings. He has the tails sprite. I can't use that in water. Good. Try pickaxing him. Despite I put the pickaxe ability, like, you can just obliterate someone with that pickaxe ability I just did for everybody. They did not realize this because they were just using their guns and all, but you know what would have been crazy? Since I'm still working on the video, I think I want to schedule it, not just tomorrow, but I don't want to schedule it. I don't want to release it like tomorrow. I feel like I want to take like another week because this season just came out. Just like what I did with the previous video, which is I Solved Chapter 8. I want to title this The Final Reality. Because what I meant by that is that the way I'm seeing this, I want to surprise all of y'all for like next week. Because like on Friday, like I want to say next Friday, not this Friday. Next Friday, that video is going to be released. And I'm titling this The Final Reality. Because Reality 266, or in general, would be the final reality of the showdown that's going to be going against Geno. Because I know there's going to be an upcoming finale event that's also going to involve the end, Chapter 1, Season X OG. Meaning it will be the end of Fortnite OG. And it's unclear if we're going to be going to Chapter 2 OG or... And I think this island and this island are both going to merge to form the Chapter 8 island. I'm assuming. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I think what I can theorize is that the Chapter 1 and the Chapter 7 island are going to merge into the Chapter 8 island. That's what I'll be hoping for. If this happens, we're probably going to get like a huge remix. It will be like a repeat of Chapter 2, but even more crazier. It wouldn't be called Chapter 2, but it would be called Chapter 8. Because at the same time, this is nearing the chapter end. This is nearing the end of chapter, by the way. Chapter 1 Season 9 to Chapter 1 Season X OG, well, Fortnite OG in general. And we are basically nearing the end of Chapter 7 as well. And it will be until the 31st of October. meaning at the same time as this, Fortnite Season X ended in October 2019, which resulted in the black hole. So I think to make it clear, we're at August, so it'll be like the next 2 months. So at the same time as this is ending, this would end as 2. So both are going to collide at the exact same time. Well, Geno's probably going to power this device for like the final event or something, or there's going to be a final battle between Jonesy and Geno to see who is going to, like, you know, overpower each other and whose empire is going to fall. Because this is like a repeat of Zero Crisis. At the end, this would cost Chapter 8, which would be a remix of like Chapter 1 and Chapter 7. And yeah. By the way, I might gotta end the live over there, guys, because, you know, I'm gonna be very busy making my video. And as always, thank you guys for coming to the live. And I will give you guys more updates.